Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas, and today on Amps of the ActiveX30, we are checking out the Mesa Boogie Mark V. And guys, if you're first time here, if you've been here before, make sure you are subscribed. We do lots of cool stuff here. So ActiveX tutorials, mixing reviews, and gear reviews, and I don't want you to miss any of that cool stuff, so make sure you are subscribed. So without any further ado, let's jump right in and check out the Mesa Mark V. We have a lot of ground to cover on the Mark V, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start playing really quick. We're using my Tom Anderson Cobra S. We have some Anderson pickups, HG3 in the bridge, HC1 in the neck. I'll show you some different positions on there. I'll talk a lot about everything later, but just look on the screen for the scene. I talk about the actual amp we're going to go over. So let's check out the green section. This is going to be the clean channel of the Mark V. And that is going to be the Mark V. Now, just a little side note here. We don't have everything from the Mark V because the Mark V is kind of I don't say rehash, but it's kind of like the Mark series greatest hits all in one amp. And primarily the stuff that we have, I'll show you right here on the amp list. Everything that we have right here from the Mark V is from the third channel pretty much, because we have the green channel. So for the green channel, it has like tweed and some like other settings on there that we don't really have on here. And there's another thing I forgot to kind of show you. I need to show you the presence shift on here. I think I have it on, I'm sorry, I knew I was gonna forget this. I have it here. I have it on the extreme modes right here. The presence shift is very important because it alters your tone drastically. There's the Mark IV doesn't have it. Only the extreme mode have it? I guess so. Yes, it's looking like it. So the Mark IV did not have the presence shift. It's only the extremes. Yes, and this does not have it. Anyway, well, good. I'm glad I covered that. So the presence shift is really important because it changes it a lot. Watch, I'll show you right here. I want to show you on this one. I'm going to show you on the red extreme right here. I'll show you the difference between the presence shifts real quick. While I'm thinking about it, let's turn the drive off. I like the presence shift. I definitely like it on. Cliff even says that in the wiki that the key to getting the Mesa to sound good is a presence shift. It really like fixes things. I really like what it does. Okay, we had a lot to go over. And sorry, I got sidetracked. So we have the green channel in here, but we don't have like the options, which I really don't need. It just kind of like shifts things tonally a little bit, and we can kind of do that already here on the XFX. Primarily the stuff that we have is going to be from the red channel. So this the channel, which is channel 3. Channel 2 is a yellow channel, and it has like, it's basically the Mark 1 channel and has some other stuff in there. But we don't have it, but I'm kind of okay with it because we have that covered in the XFX with the millions of amps that we have in here. The green channel, I like the clean channel. Believe it or not, it's really clean. It sounds really good. I didn't want to spend too much time on it because it's just a clean channel. The 2C plus modes in here, we have a lot of 2C plus. We have the 2C plus plus, which was the old 2C plus, and we have a normal 2C plus. This just kind of looks like a different flavor of it. And oddly enough, I like all of the new amps, / new modes we got from the Mark V, because for some reason, I don't know if it's the model, I don't know what it is, I find these did not fight me as much. When it comes to me and Mesas, especially Marks, they fight me. They fight me so much. I used the Mark IV way back in the days as my main amp, and I really liked it. But these days, they just fight me for some reason. These didn't really fight me, and I don't know why. So as you saw, for most of the amps, I had the V configuration the same. The 2206 and 600 were a little bit different, and I pulled a little bit 240 out of some of them. But I find this is kind of the key to get these amps to kind of sing. When you put that 2200 in there, it gets really, really like chewy, and I love that frequency. And same with the 6600. So you gotta go easier on the Bright models because they already have a little bit more brightness baked into them already. Because this is basically that channel with the bright switch on. But I liked both of the 2 plus models. It kind of got that like early Metallica feel going on in there a little bit. You can get those tones from there if you kind of milk it a little bit. I think I like the Mark IV mode from the Mark V more than I like the Mark IV that's in the XFX. Once again, I don't know if it's in my head. I don't know what it is. It's just it was way easier for me to dial in. And I'm sorry I didn't cover this at the beginning. I'm using GDD Cali, which is, it's the best V30s ever made in some Mesa cabs. Basically what this is from Get Good Drums. And the Mark IV mode, I found it was really good. I use the Max On drive because I just like that one right now. I just kind of vibe with it. And you particularly don't necessarily need it, but I kind of just wanted to show you the difference with it. I find it sounded really great when you kicked it in. Pretty much early Metallica is kind of just what a lot of this reminds me of. John Petrucci did use the Mark IV on Saints from Memory. He used it on like a bunch of stuff. So you can definitely get a lot of those tones out of here. Or you could jump to John's JP2C, which is also in here. So we have so many different options. The Mark IV Bright is kind of like just a brighter version of the normal Mark IV, but I really like the normal Mark IV. And I think I kind of went too hard on the brightness on there. I probably could have dialed that back a little bit. That's neither here nor there. So the Extreme is very interesting because this is like technically what is new in the Mark V. So like I said before, the Mark V is kind of like Mesa's grand tour of all of the greatest hits from the Mark series. And the Extreme mode is just kind of like it's extra. It's like supposed to be for like blazing leads, but you're gonna find when you come to dial this in, this channel is really, really different than the other ones that were in there. It has kind of a unique mid character to it, so I dialed in the EQ a little bit different, and I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a while since I've dived into Mark V lore. The Extreme channel was meant for like leads and soloing because it kind of has that feel, like it has a very like strong lower mid range going on, like it's very thick sounding. So I think that's for some leads. I didn't dial it in for leads at all. As you heard, I did it rhythm wise. The normal non-bright red XT has less gain, so you kind of push it a little bit more, because when I came into the bright, as you see, I had it like sitting around 3 or 4, and it had kind of the same gain characteristics as the normal one sitting at around 6. I found the non-bright really opened up when you got to around 6. I didn't touch the master or presence on any of them. I literally touched the output EQ, and I touched gain, bass, middle, treble. Wrapping things up, I like these amps. It surprised me because, like I said, anytime I mess with a Mesa amp, for any Mesa amp in here, or if I mess with the Mark series, which I did the Mark series not too long ago on amps with the XFX3, and I found that they fought me a lot, and it was just kind of like a tug of war trying to get, some good tones. The Mark V's, it was not like that at all. It was kind of easy, if I use that word. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for the Mark V. Guys, let me know in the comments down below, do you like the Mark V? I'm glad it's in here. I can never be mad if we get more amps in the XFX3. And guys, that is going to be it for me Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I greatly appreciate it. If you thought this video was cool, leave me a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, you really should consider doing it. And I know there's a lot of stuff out there vying for your attention, and you chose to spend some time with me, and I greatly appreciate that. And guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.